What if I were to tell you there is a completely different way you can use your laser with leather?
Wow.
I'm going to show you two ways you can use your laser with leather. One, the traditional way, we're going to cut it, we're going to engrave it, of course. And the second way, we're actually going to make a leather mold. We're going to make the mold first. Using extra thick, almost 5mm acrylic, I'm going to engrave it extra deep. To do this, I engrave it, and then I engrave it again and again. While it is on its last run, let's get the leather ready. To do that, I just trim it down and put it in a super secret solution. Just joking, it's water. This will help it engrave and cut better with a little bit less of that burning leather smell. While it is soaking, I do want to mention that I will have downloadable files for everything we make today. They'll be just a few dollars. It does support the channel, and if you are a paid patron, you will get this file for free. Which reminds me, and a big shout out to Dennis. Thank you so much for telling me how to do this and sending me pictures and supporting me on my Patreon. And thanks to all my other patrons over here for supporting me. And if you'd like to check it out, you can actually join for free, link down below. But let's get back into it. All the mold pieces are cut out with those reverse images engraved nice and deep. Next up, I'm going to cut out the leather blanks for the molds and also engrave and cut out similar designs to compare everything to. I do use some honeycomb pegs to hold it all down flat. For my machine, the acrylic engrave and cut settings will typically work for leather as well, but you may differ for your particular machine. Here are the blanks we'll use in the molds and the engraved designs. The mold has been made with alignment lines and are easily centered with this clear acrylic. I'm sure you've noticed the dad theme design, and that's because it's almost Father's Day. My actual dad will be judging the paw design to see if he likes it engraved or molded. He has no idea this is a present for him. Now, using some cheap C-clamps, I sandwich it all together. Everything just needs a little time in the sun, and it should be ready for the next steps. So now that they're all dry, here are the ones that we just went and laser etched and cut out. Let's unclamp these. I meant to take these out sooner. It's been like a full day. I'm also going to try another piece where I just leave it in here for maybe about an hour or so to see if the results are about the same. It's really kind of on there. Dried pretty well. You can see there's a bit of a shine. Oh, that looks really good. And we just need to finish these up, and I'll do that in a second. But first, let's put our next trial piece. I cut out another blank, and we'll just leave it for about an hour. So we might get different results and not see that like kind of uneven dark patches, but I still think it looks really cool. These will be the secret Father's Day gift. We'll show these examples to my dad and see which one he likes more. Okay, so let's go to my dad's. Okay, I have lasered two of these out. They are not in their final form. It is imperative that you choose your favorite design for unknown reasons.
Well, I like this one.
All right, we are back from my dad's house, and the verdict is, when I asked him which one of these he liked the most, was cat paw. Drum roll, please. Both of them. Thanks a lot, Dad. He initially said he liked this one first, and then he said he liked this one, and then it just turns out that he likes anything I make because I'm his daughter, and that figures, right? So, oh, but wait, before we get into dyeing everything, let's check on this design. It's been in here now just for a couple of hours, so it should still, oh, it popped out a lot easier. It's damp. There is a blemish on this piece of leather, so that was kind of a my bad. We still have the shine. The poofed outness looks pretty good, so you definitely don't need to leave it like overnight even. Just put it in there a couple of hours. All right, let's get to dyeing everything. All right, everything has had a little bit of a dry time. And to polish it, we're just going to use this microfiber cloth. You can also use a bit of felt or an old t-shirt or something like that. We're just gonna use a little bit of force and rub these. All right, we're all shined up now, ready for that last step. I do like the way the dye kind of helped to even out the discoloration we had going on there. Plus it looks cool. I like the pillowy effect, and it feels fun. It feels very professionally done. They both look good. Which one is your favorite so far? For the very last step, you're gonna need a hammer and one of these little kits, but we just tap these in and then we're ready to turn these into keychains or whatever you want. Now I've got our snaps on, and that can just snap around whatever you like, such as a key ring, or you can leave it without a key ring and people can put it on key rings they already have. Alternatively, you can get your hands on some Chicago screws, and they work the same way, except none of the hassle of hammering anything. One side fits through the hole, you flip it over, and then you've got your little screw here. And you just use a screwdriver to screw it in to itself, and then that's one way to do it as well. They are both super easy. Probably the screw one's a little bit easier. So tell me what you think. Based on the results, do you like the idea of a leather mold as opposed to just engraving it? Or do you prefer engraving it? I'm just super curious. Both styles are very different. Also, happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. Thank you so much for all that you do. And if you want to learn more about lasering leather and how to master other materials for your laser, check out this playlist.